Hi everyone, welcome to Advice to Think Twice. This is Monica and I'm back doing daily readings. Okay, so we're looking at the day ahead whenever you watch this video, what the energies are, what we need to know on how to use them for our highest good. I made it back, went and visited family for just a few days, but I hadn't seen them in years with everything that's been going on, and so I'm exhausted, but it was worth the trip. I have missed everyone. I did a few posts on Instagram, a couple of them on the community page on YouTube, to kind of keep in touch and keep looking at the daily energy, so hopefully you caught them. Thank you all for your patience. I'll be doing weeklies again. Not sure I'll get to do monthlies because by the time I get to them it will be too far gone, I think, into the month, but I'll do weeklies as well as other types of readings, maybe a few lives, we'll see. Okay, manifesting change. So let's see, how's everyone doing? I've missed everyone. Hopefully you're doing well. I hope you're happy, safe where you are. I know we're all praying for peace everywhere in the world, really, but with everything that's going on more recently, especially. So let's see what's going on. What's our daily energy for the collective, for my subscribers, for my viewers? What do we need to know for our highest good? Okay, there we go. So we have 1, 2, and 3 from the tarot, and then from the oracle. Angels and guides, please clarify the energies of the tarot for our collective daily energy and advice. What we need to know for our highest good. Alright, bear with. So let's see what we have going on here from the tarot. Chachi. I'm like, Charlie. He's like, no, just a second, Mama. Alright, first card we have as the influence of the past on our current situation. We have the 8 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Pentacles is an energy of working very hard on something, okay, and giving it our full attention and our full focus. Okay, it's often called the card of the apprentice because we're just getting started with something. There's a lot of learning to do, there's a lot of information to be taken in, there's a lot of work to be put into that situation. Okay, it's an energy of workmanship, perfecting something, mastering something, and obviously in order to do that it needs commitment, it needs dedication, and just effort, right? Keep your nose down and just focus on the work. So let's see what this is about and how it's impacting the energy of the day. It is the 3 of Pentacles. So we're going from working on our own as to working as part of a group, as part of a team. I do see this as something that you have been working to earn, or if it's earning a job or earning a spot, a promotion, advancement, anything to do with your finances or education, advancing things. And this is where you've taken time, you've stepped away, perfected yourself, your skills, your craft, your knowledge, okay, whatever this is. You've proven yourself because you have the 3 of Pentacles. This is where you're being welcomed into a new group, a new team, a new place to work, a new group of friends. You've earned a spot on the board, in the club, whatever this is, okay? So congrats. There's an energy of collaboration here. So if it's not something that you've been working actively towards to earn, or competing for something, this is where you're meeting a person. Titi. Okay, give me strength. Sorry. Mommy's home, so the boys are making up for lost time. of being naughty because no one was here to see them, or, well, anyway, this is an energy of meeting like-minded people, right? And it's just coming together where it could even be a case of you talk about what you've been working, or you talk about an idea that you have, and you come across someone who is like, oh, I have the missing piece, right? Oh, if you do that, I've actually been working on something similar, but I've been working more on the technical side, so you have the expertise. What if we join forces? You know what I mean? And honestly, guys, they wait for me to be recording. It's not like I just don't look at what they're doing, and if they're being naughty, I'll sit down and do a video. They wait until I'm recording, I kid you not, and then they go off. But yeah, this is where it's like, oh, I've been working on something similar, or I have a similar idea, I have this background, I have this expertise, you have that. What if we join forces? We could do great things, right? It's that kind of an energy. And the energy of the future, we have the Tower, breaking down patterns, and I hear misconceptions. You know what this looks like? This looks like the preconception, or you've drawn a conclusion, or you've told yourself, that's it, I'm doing this alone, or no one has my back, I can't trust people, I'm out for myself, or I'm never going to meet anyone, right? I'll grow old alone, or I'm never going to make that kind of money, I just have to settle where I am and do the best I can with it, or you know what I mean? There was that notion of I'm in it by myself, and through some sort of a chance meeting, you get put in touch with someone else, put in contact. There's some sort of it's either an event or a gathering or a social thing that leads to something else, okay? It's something along those lines. And it's almost like that breaks away the notion that you have to do it alone, or you have to be on your own. You know what I mean? And this is a complete rework, reframe, reassess. It's like reprogramming, right? I have been working based on the premise that it's just me. I can't trust anyone else. I can't rely on anyone else, or no one else understands, or no one else accepts me for me, or loves me for me as I would love them, or, you know what I mean? And it's a very, I feel like this is something that has been gone on for quite some time, okay? Where you've told yourself, I can only count on myself. I can only rely on myself. And it's almost like the universe is stepping in and giving you this very pleasant surprise of putting you in touch with the thing or the people that you have been looking for all along, but because you haven't come across the thing or the people, you've kind of told yourself, you know what, maybe what I want doesn't exist, maybe I just have to do it by myself, or I have to be by myself, or do you know what I mean? And this is the universe's way of stepping in, saying, you know what, you've done a lot of work by yourself and on yourself. It's almost like you've raised your vibration to the point where when you feel like you don't need something else or someone else, that's when it comes in, because it's more easily attracted to you. That's how we manifest things. We're never going to manifest something if we're in the energy of neediness or desperation or fear, you know, and we're so desperate, I don't want to be alone, so I'm desperate to meet someone. We're never going to manifest the right person, right? Or you keep waiting for someone else to see your worth. Maybe it's in work, at your job, or with friends in your circle. You keep waiting for someone to see your worth and to value you and to appreciate you and to give you that confirmation that yes, I am worthy and yes, I am deserving. And you just deal with the wrong kind of people, you deal with the wrong type of situations that eventually get you to the point of saying, you know what, never mind, don't hurt yourself, I'll just figure it out by myself. I don't need you to validate me. I know what I know is enough. I don't need someone else external to me to confirm it. I know I am deserving, I know I am worthy, and that's enough. Okay? And when we take that neediness away, because I mean more often than not we're not even aware that we're putting that energy into the mix, right? We just see that nothing's coming together and we can't quite figure out why. But when we take that neediness energy out of it, here it is. There you go, being welcomed into something. It's like you don't even have to struggle to get in. You don't have to struggle. You don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to prove yourself. You know what I mean? That, if it's something that you've gone after or competed for, or there's been interviews or whatnot, or you've presented portfolios, or you've bid on something or whatever, then that part is where you've proven yourself in that process, and that's what is coming in and you're getting accepted into wherever. If it's on a personal level, again, you don't have to prove yourself because you've already done the work. You already know who you are, and you're in that phase of, you know what, if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. And that's when these people can come in, because now your energy has shifted, your vibration has raised, and you can attract these people or opportunities into your life because you're a vibrational match. Does that make sense? And like I say, this may happen out of the blue very unexpectedly, because again, I feel like a lot of us have kind of given up on whatever this is, or made our peace with whatever the situation is and the fact that we can't change it or whatever. So it will be something that is very sudden, is very out of the blue, but it will also break down old ways of being, old ways of thinking, old ways of relating to ourselves, others, and the world, because things turn around in a very beautiful way when we're with the right people or we're in the right environment. Okay, we bloom. And the focus and the energy goes more towards growth, development, rather than us having to prove ourselves, us having to always, feel like we have to survive, or we have to make a name for ourselves, or we have to stand out in some way, or we have to be seen and valued and appreciated. You know what I mean? In this new dynamic, all of that is like a given. And so the energy, whatever energy we put into the situation, whatever type of relationship it is, whatever type of situation it is or environment, it only goes towards love, growth, abundance, taking things even higher, to a higher level, to a better place. Do you know what I mean? And that's what we're looking at here. What do we have? Yeah, of course we have energy. So we have the energy of energy. The card of energy here. I'm getting a lot of Mars energy off of this card. In this deck, energy just talks about a lot of activity, a lot of just activity, motion, excitement, movement. Okay, there's a lot going on. It's similar to the Tower, because it's like a burst of energy, and then there's a lot going on. Things just pick up speed. Where we have been stagnant, or things have been delayed, or whatever, now all of a sudden there's a switch by being put in touch with these people in this environment, whatever this is. It's like a switch, and again, the energy then shifts to what can we do for you. That's what we're looking at. And we also have man. So whatever these changes are can be facilitated by a man. You could be a man watching this, or again, it's Mars energy. I actually have Mars there on the card, and the Sun. So a lot of masculine energy, go-getter energy, initiation is also what I'm looking at here. So I don't know what Mars is doing in the sky. If you do know, or you're an astrologer, let me know. Okay, I'll have to go look it up, but something along the energy of Mars and Pluto. I don't know if they're doing something together or separately. I have no idea, but that's what I'm getting here. And it's like a switch. Now, our advice and our guidance is to allow for opportunity to happen. What does that mean? It means, like I say, so far we've just been closed off. Whether we are aware of this or not, we have been closed off energetically. This is a case of, you tell yourself, you know what, I'm ready to meet someone, I'm ready for a new relationship in my life. But emotionally, you're closed off because you have trust issues you haven't dealt with, or you have whatever patterns you haven't addressed, or whatever the case may be. And energetically, rationally, you're telling yourself, I'm ready. Emotionally and energetically, you're closed off. And it just doesn't happen. Or you attract the wrong people. And then that just furthers your conviction that, you know what, I'm destined to be alone, I'm better off alone, it's fine. Do you know what I mean? This tells you in that particular context, if you get invited, or if you have the opportunity, or even, you know, if you have some free time, get yourself out there, spend time with friends, with family, get yourself out of the routine where you allow for people, changes, situations, events to happen, because that sparks the energy. Okay? Same thing with job. You know, it's like you've been telling yourself, you know what, I'm happy where I am, it's fine. I tried to find something else and it just went very wrong. I'm happy where I am, it's fine. Well, this tells you, well, that might have been true at one time, but in the meantime, you've done a lot of work on yourself, you've done a lot of growth, personally, professionally, from an educational perspective maybe. Lift your head and look around, see what is out there now, currently. Okay, don't let something that has been, while it was true at one point, it has now become outdated. And we're not aware of the fact that it's now outdated. We keep using it as our truth. Do you know what I mean? So this is asking us to lift our head and look around for possibilities, for openings, I hear, for options. Change the routine energy here. And the Tower, change your routine. Do something different in your routine that involves getting out more, or putting yourself in new dynamics, or new places, or with new people. Okay, that's what's going to spark this energy exchange. All right, so pretty nice energy coming in here. So I hope this makes sense, and I hope it helps you. Let me know with what you're dealing with, where you could see this coming up, or where you feel like things have been stagnant. This is advice that you can take and apply to that dynamic or that situation. Give it a go, see what you can do about it. Okay, so I'll leave that with you guys. It's good to be back. I hope everyone's doing well. Looking forward to your thoughts, your feedback, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.